As Thomas made his way to the ironworks, he was dreading having to deal with Arry and Bert for a whole week. When he arrived, the Diesel twins were waiting for him.
Well, 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 smirked Arry. If it isn't Mr. Number One himself.
I'm surprised that old Fat Hat decided to send his prized engineer, said Bert. The twins chuckled while Thomas just rolled his eyes. Later, the yard foreman came to greet Thomas. Hello, Thomas. I've been told that you will be working with us for the week, so your job will mostly be to make sure that the yard is in order. Yes, sir, said Thomas. You can count on me. As for you two, I expect you to be on your best behavior while Thomas is here, which means no tricks and no teasing. Understood?
Don't worry, sir, said Arry. We'll be on our best behavior. Yeah, agreed Bert. We'll make sure Thomas is nice and comfortable.
Sure. And with that, the yard foreman walked away.
Don't worry, Thomas, said Bert. We'll show you how things worked around here.
And we promise we won't play any tricks on you, added Arry. Thomas wasn't sure if Arry and Bert were being truthful, but he made sure to keep an eye on them. True to their word, Arry and Bert showed Thomas where the trucks should go and how they should be organized. As he worked, Thomas noticed some of the remains of old engines. When he saw them, he thought about how useful they were in previous lives, and were thinking of ways how their parts could be used to make something brand new or to repair other engines. But on the other side of the yard, Arry and Bert were coming up with a plan to scare Thomas. Thomas's last day at the ironworks had finally arrived. He was excited to head back to his branch line.
So, you'll be leaving tomorrow, eh?
Asked Bert. Yep, I can't wait to get back to where I belong.
Well, before you go, Bert and I have prepared something very special for you. Consider it a goodbye gift.
Really? What is it?
Now, you wouldn't want to spoil the surprise, now, would ya?
Asked Bert. Well, no. I just hope it's not another one of your tricks.
Oh, don't you worry, Thomas. You'll love it, said Arry.
I hope so. Later, the yard foreman came with important news. There have been reports of fog coming in later tonight, so I advise that you traverse carefully through the yard. Yes, sir, said the engines. The twins smirked at each other. Their plan to scare Thomas would definitely work with the help of the fog. As the moon rose overhead, the fog began to roll in, making it hard to see. Because of this, the engines had to traverse the yard carefully while using their headlights to see. As Thomas was cautiously shunting, he began to hear ominous noises.
What was that? Asked Thomas.
His question was soon answered as the source of the noise began to come into view. Though it was hard to see, Thomas could make out the shape of a large tender engine. As the engine moved across the yards, the sounds of creaking and clanking came with every wheel turn, showing how old the engine was. "Hello?" shouted Thomas. "Who's there?" But the sounds of creaking and groaning was the only reply. The engine continued to roam down the line. Then, as if it were magic, it vanished into the fog. Thomas's eyes widened. He couldn't believe what he saw. But little did he know, Arry and Bert were sneaking up behind him. Then, they blew their horns loudly, waking him out of his trance.
Go! Worked like a charm, chuckled Arry.
What just happened?
Just giving you a good scare is all, laughed Bert.
Instead of being cross, Thomas just chuckled. Well, I have to admit, you got me good. I'm guessing you used that scrap engine as a distraction. The twins were confused. What scrap engine? You didn't use any scrap engines. But I saw an engine move across the yard. Surely one of you had caused it to move. Nah, all we did was sneak up behind you. So, if you didn't move that engine, then who did? There was a long silence. Let's just get back to work, eh? Suggested Arry. I'm sure it was the fog making you see things. Thomas, a little shaken, reluctantly agreed. The fog soon lifted the next morning. The engines were resting in a shed when the yard foreman came. Good morning, engines. Thomas, I just got a call from Sir Topham Hatt. He says he'd like to see you at Knapford Station. Yes, sir, said Thomas. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it was nice working with you, Thomas, said Arry. I guess you steamers really are useful, said Bert. Thanks, guys, said Thomas, and with a whistle goodbye, he began to make his way to Knapford Station. As Thomas made his way to Knapford, he was thinking about the scrap engine he saw last night. Maybe Arry and Bert were playing a trick on him, or maybe he was seeing things. But I guess we'll never know, will we?